What's up guys, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be very simple. I'm actually just finishing up half the car. So I had the car flipped. If you watched that last video I made, it is now on the passenger side. I completely wrapped the driver's side as well as the hood throughout the week, and now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing and measure out the passenger side. So I gotta lay the vinyl out and completely mark everything out with a dry erase marker. This does has a protective cap on there, so it's okay to draw on it whatever you want. The only thing about this vinyl is a little tricky if you guys are gonna do Teckwrap, is that if you're gonna reposition this vinyl, I don't recommend doing it by yourself. If you can have help, especially on large panels like the hood and the trunk and the bumper, you got to reheat it and get out all those creases. It has an issue where if you have a bubble, like a big bubble, and you're trying to work it out, it will leave an impression on the adhesive. So if you can help it, lift it up, reheat it, gently glass it, and squeegee it out. I find it to be a big issue with this brand. But besides the fact, I really like the finish on it, and it's really glossy, it's really clean. So let's go look at the other side. Lighting in is so great on the side, but you can see how glossy it looks. Quite impressed with it, to be honest. It's very similar to the Vivid that I had on my ISF when I wrapped it. You guys can watch those videos as well. But the thickness is about the same. The backing of it, or the adhesive, is white. So I don't know. It could have been made in the same manufacturer or factory, whatever. But to me, working with this brand this whole entire couple of days or whatever, it really feels like I'm working with the new Vivid stuff. So not really sure what's going on with that. Only reason why I say it's similar, because it actually smells like it out of the box. And I've been working with Vivid for about 2 years now, maybe 3, and I can, you know, honestly say it's very similar. But I really like the way it sits and how clean it looks. I mean, my edges are pretty nice for the most part, but the reflection is pretty good too. Of course, every PVC vinyl material is gonna have a little bit of orange peel, but for the price, which is like 500 bucks for a whole roll, you can't go wrong. Here's another corner. Yeah, I think once I did the hood, I was like really stoked about it. But anyway, today I'm gonna go lay out this vinyl. That piece is for the fender actually. So I laid it out, I measured it out, and then I wrapped the other side, and that's gonna go here. And remember, treat every vinyl like it is directional. You want to make sure everything is clean and it doesn't look funky. Another way to test it that I've noticed, if you, let's say I wrap the hood and I wrap this in like different sections, or I don't follow the pattern of the roll. If you put on like polarized glasses or whatnot, or if the light hits it a certain way, you're gonna notice that maybe one panel is a lot lighter or a different shade than the other, and it just kind of ruins the whole finish of the wrap. You might not see it right away in certain lightings like this, but I'm telling you, make sure you plan everything out, and yeah, it's gonna look good. More concerned about doing this trunk, to be honest. I'm trying to do it in 2 pieces because I've seen people do it. Only problem is Teckwrap is a lot tackier, so I might attempt to use the Vivid tack reducer on the horizontal plane of this the trunk, and that might make the install a little bit easier. I did struggle quite a bit on the hood. Definitely gonna put that video in here so you guys can watch me wrap that, as well as the fender. So just a follow-up video with some time lapse for you guys. I hope you guys are really enjoying what's going on. I'm not really doing too much how-to videos. I don't have time for that, honestly, because customer dropped the car for a week, and you know, amongst juggling full-time job and this car afterwards, I have to just work very efficiently, get it done right, and hopefully the customer will be happy. But so far with the pictures and the teases that I put on my Instagram, they seem to really like it, but I still have a lot of work ahead of me. Trunk's gonna be done in 3 pieces probably. So we're gonna have the top part, gonna have the inner area here. I think this part isn't even covered, so I gotta really focus most of my energy on making sure it gets into all those crevices, and as well as wrapping this piece that I'm holding right here. So definitely a lot of work ahead of me, but I'm really excited how it's turning out so far. And this car is not too difficult to wrap. Yeah, man, it's gonna be sick. Alright guys, so I actually had to stop recording most of the progress because I had to get the car done. Just time wasn't there for me, it was against me, but the car is completely done and it looks really good. Tesla Model 3, it was white, now it's wrapped in pink gold from Teckwrap. Looks really, really good. Actually looks like paint. So I'm really impressed with how it turned out. Trunk was a pain to do, bumpers were a pain to do. Reason why I say because this vinyl is really thick. It's exactly almost identical like to Vivid, the one I did in my ISF in. It's just, I don't know, it's really similar, almost identical. But I did have some issues with glue lines, but fortunately you can reset them if you just heat it and hold tension or stretch it just slightly. It'll go away for the most part. But this was really a challenge for the most part, because how difficult the trunk was to do in one piece, and the front bumper was really tedious with all those crazy lines and all that. I got an inlay right there, goes all the way here, all the way to the side, then did the bumper and slightly stretched that piece over, because when you cut that piece out and the vinyl falls in, you're off by like half an inch, so you have to use a little bit of the material in the middle and stretch it all out. Left these sensors on, it actually looks good wrapped over like that. But yeah, the car looks great. Took the badges off and I think it looks better without badges. Interior is white. No, I don't have my key card. It looks really good, guys. Really happy with this. I haven't wrapped the car in a couple years, but it turned out really, really great. Hopefully it holds up well. I don't know the longevity of Teckwrap that much, but I know it's at least a year. If it has issues with shrinking because of the Florida sun, then that's something we're gonna have to learn on our own and address it later. This was 60 inches, or rather 60 feet of vinyl. I did it all, used it all. I do have some left over there, at least 5 feet, I would say. So enough to redo the trunk or any panel on here. I mean, maybe not the quarter panel, but you know, any other panel I can redo. Not enough to do the whole bumper, I don't think. The rear bumper did use a lot, almost 9 feet of vinyl. So came up pretty nice, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Wish I was really motivated to do the wrap series thing, but paying customer and you know, time constraints. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, this little segment of what I did to this car, and yeah, it just looks really freaking good, guys. Alright, see you next time. Peace.